Hello and welcome to my video. Can we find the exact value of sine 2022 degrees? Well, actually we can, and in this video I am going to show how. First, we must reduce the angle using the periodicity of 360 degrees, which means sine alpha plus some integer multiple of 360 degrees is simply sine alpha. Now notice that 360 degree times 5 equals 1800 degrees. So therefore, 2022 degrees can be expressed as 360 degrees times 5 plus 222 degrees. So therefore, sine 2022 degrees equals simply sine of this angle, which is sine 222 degrees, which is again sine 180 degrees plus 42 degrees. Now we use this property, sine 180 degrees plus alpha equals minus sine alpha. It is pretty obvious from the graph of a sine function. So we have minus sine 42 degrees. Now, where do we go from here? Well, notice that this 42 degrees equals 60 degrees minus 18 degrees. So we have this familiar angle of 60 degrees. So now let's use this famous angle sum and difference formula. Then we obtain minus sine 60 degrees cosine 18 degrees minus cosine 60 degrees sine 18 degrees. Here sine 60 degrees is square root of 3 over 2 and cosine 60 degrees is simply 1 over 2. So we have minus square root of 3 over 2 cosine 18 degrees plus 1 over 2 sine 18 degrees for the expression of sine 2022 degrees. So now we are left with this angle of 18 degrees, and calculating the exact value of sine 18 degrees is already very well known. There are many methods to calculate sine 18 degrees, including the geometric method. But since that is not our main focus here, I will just show you one method of calculating sine 18 degrees. So first, let's say that this 18 degrees equals theta. Then notice that 5 theta equals 90 degrees. The next trick is to split this 5 theta into 3 theta plus 2 theta. So we have 3 theta equals 90 degrees minus 2 theta. So therefore, sine 3 theta equals sine 90 degrees minus 2 theta. So we have sine 3 theta equals cosine 2 theta. Now we use this triple angle formula for sine and double angle formula for cosine. Then we have 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta equals 1 minus 2 sine square theta. So we have a cubic equation of sine theta. So for the sake of simplicity, let's make another substitution. Let sine theta, which is sine 18 degrees, as x. Then the equation can be written as 3x minus 4x cubed equals 1 minus 2x squared, which is 4x cubed minus 2x squared minus 3x plus 1 equals 0. Now notice that x equals 1 satisfies this equation, since the left-hand side becomes 4 minus 2 minus 3 plus 1, which is 0. So the left-hand side contains the factor x minus 1. So therefore, we have factor x minus 1 here. And if we carry out the division, we obtain 4x squared plus 2x minus 1 equals 0. Now notice that this x is sine 18 degrees, which means that x cannot be 1, which means that x minus 1 cannot be 0. So this part must be 0. Also, since x is sine 18 degrees, it must be positive. So when we are using the quadratic formula to solve this equals 0, we only have to take positive roots. This gives x equals minus 1 plus square root of 5 over 4. And this is the value of sine 18 degrees. And for the cosine 18 degrees, we use this famous sine square plus cosine square equals 1 formula, which gives square root of 1 minus sine square 18 degrees. And since this cosine 18 degrees also must be positive, we take positive sign, so which is 1 minus 1 plus square root of 5 over 4 square, which is 1 minus, we have 16 here, and the numerator is 6 minus 2 square root of 5. So we have 16 minus 6 minus 2 square root of 5 over 16. So if we split numerator and denominator, at the denominator we have 10 plus 2 square root of 5, and denominator becomes 4. So we obtain square root of 10 plus 2 square root of 5 over 4 as the cosine 18 degrees. Now, sine 2022 degrees can be expressed like this. We have already calculated this. And using these values of sine 18 degrees and cosine 18 degrees, we obtain minus square root of 3 over 2 times square root of 10 plus 2 square root of 5 over 4 plus 1 over 2 times minus 1 plus square root of 5 over 4. And if we carry out the calculation, we obtain minus square root of 30 plus 6 times square root of 5 minus 1 plus square root of 5 over 8. So this is the exact expression, and it gives the approximate value of 0.6691. So that was the process of obtaining the exact value of sine 2022 degrees. If you like this video, please give it a like and also explore my other videos in my channel. And as always, I will see you in another video.